It's the James Cooley Show. It's your life. Dr. James JC Cooley. All right.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore them or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guests will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guest will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego.
Yeah. Dr. James JC Cooley. The James Cooley Show. It's your life. Yeah.
Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. I'm your host, Dr. James J.C. Cooley. And I tell you, we got Valentine, we got a lot of things coming up in February, but something that kind of tips me upward is Valentine's Day is coming up in February. Not only is that a date that Cupid shot the little arrow and that love thing, so, and it's a lot of things that I guess many don't think about that much because they might have been out the game a long time or whatever that is, and significant others, or they got burnt by a partner or whatever that might be. But I tell you, we got this guest on today that's going to talk about this topic. Michelle, I am not going to give it away. You're looking at me strange again, like I'm gonna give away the title. You on mute, so I did not hear what you said.
I said you always say that. I'm not looking at you strange.
Okay. I so I'm excited, Michelle, about this guest that we got on. She's been on a couple of, actually, she will be hosting the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, during the time that we are in Ghana. Yeah, so I'm excited. A lot of different things about what she's doing, and a lot of different things about where she's going, and she is enriching lives, um, bringing confidence back uh, to primarily, women of color, black women. I love black women, especially one. Especially one, and that's Dr. Michelle Cooley. Yeah. I had to correct that real fast.
Well,
So
let's
Michelle,
get to the topic today.
okay, hey Michelle. So can you do the honors by introducing the topic, introducing the title of the show, purpose of the show, and introduce this absolutely magnificent, sensational guest that we got?
Well, the title of today's show is called Dating Strategies for Singles Over 40. It's never too late to love. And we're having a conversation with Dr. Renee Toppin. She's the founder and CEO of Black Women Who Want More. And she's also a whole life empowerment coach. She's going to talk about why women give up on love, how to put down the baggage, emotional intelligence, the art of conversation, and be open to trying new things. You know, Dr. Renee Toppin, she has more than 25 years of experience transforming lives through her distinctive coaching and training approach. As a dynamic professional public speaker, she motivates audiences worldwide and maintains a global social media presence exceeding 700,000 followers with strong engagement across the United States, Nigeria, South Africa, Europe, and the Caribbean. She's appeared on CNN as a surrogate for a former U.S. president and has been featured on numerous radio, television, and talk shows. Renowned for her powerful communication and impact delivery, Dr. Toppin attracts women from around the globe to her online programs, classes, and courses. As a licensed evangelist, she integrates biblical principles and the Word of God into her life coaching academy, empowering women to pursue holistic personal growth spiritually, emotionally, physically, and financially. So please welcome back to the show, Dr. Renee Toppin.
Come out right, but I tell you what, Dr. Toppin, how you doing? How you doing?
I am awesome. It's so good to see you guys. Just such a stellar example of love, what we all strive for. Thank you so much for having me.
It's an absolutely pleasure having you back on the show, and a lot of things that you're doing, and many times uh, things don't always go our way, and I'm talking about guys and women, and we jump on the sideline, don't want to get off. But I'm a true believer that over time, time heals all. And that gives us a new framework in our mind that need to refocus because we all want to be loved. We all want to have someone special in our life. And just like I mentioned, Cupid, Valentine's is coming around real soon. Let's talk some of these women and guys and jumping back in the game. Well, first of all, can you tell our viewers and listeners a little bit more about you? What make you click? Why you're so passionate about the things you're doing, especially bringing joy and happiness to Black women that want more. So you got about 3-4 minutes to talk about that.
Oh, thank you
You got the floor.
so much. I love being here with you and Sister Cooley. Love it, love it, love it. But the reason why I'm so passionate about what I do is because there are so many broken women and they do not know the path to healing. They do not know the path to healing. They do not know the path to purpose. And first and foremost, we have to find the path to self-love. So what I do as a whole life empowerment coach, I help women first and foremost get grounded spiritually. Our motto is we are spiritually grounded. We center our love for ourselves in our love for God. And so God is first. Here at Black Women Who Want More, we are spiritually grounded. And then once you become grounded in a belief system, you become emotionally stable. And so that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about women who are whole, women who are healed, who are ready to love again. I'm passionate, Dr. Cooley, because I've been broken. And I found my way out of that brokenness to a place of peace, to a place of wholeness. I would love to have love again, but even if I don't, I'm telling you, I am content with who I am. I love who I am. I love what I do. And I love the fact that what I do is about servanthood. It is about pouring into women. See, women, you have to be surrounded by water bearers. You have to be surrounded by women that water you and help you heal. Because when we go back into this dating scene, we're going to be whole, healed, nothing missing, nothing broken. When somebody says, what do you bring to the table? Say, I have my own table. I'm going to take my table. I'm going to connect it to your table, and we're just going to have a longer table. All right. All right. So back to you, Dr. Cooley. I am ready for the questions and ready to engage with the Stellas. I know we have some Stellas on here today ready to get their groove back. And I'm just not talking about a hookup. I'm talking about loving a long time in a committed relationship.
Well, hey, I love that opening. You just set the tone and the stage for this discussion. So, women over 40. So, in your opinion, what past relationship experiences most commonly cause women over 40 to lose hope in love?
Divorce. Trying love and thinking you found it. I tell you, the most disappointing and discouraging thing is to think that when you go to the altar, right? Mm-hmm. And thank the Lord, you've never experienced divorce, but to go to the altar, right? Wear the white gown or the pink or whatever you wear, go to the justice of the peace, think that you found this person that's going to love you forever. You do not have to date again. You do not have to look again. And then it fails. And so that is so disheartening that a lot of women carry the baggage of divorce around for years and years. Abusive relationships, narcissistic relationships, toxic relationships that cause women to give up because they think all men are the same. Dr. Michelle Cooley, have you ever heard a woman say all men are the same? They're all dogs. They're all alike. So when you have that mindset, why date? That's what causes you to give up. Your mindset, your perspective, and unhealed places in your heart.
And we were talking about this. Well, we'll talk about this more in the second segment. But you mentioned divorce, and even how can the constant disappointment. Let's say when you try dating after 40, after divorce or whatever, or maybe you've never been married before. You pass 40 and you date, and then you just feel like. Do you think like most women feel like this is a game? Like they're looking for something serious, but for some reason they're attracting people or gentlemen that they just want to have a good time.
You know what? You do not have to entertain everything that you attract. And I think that a lot of times we become, I don't want to use the word desperate, Dr. Cooley, but anxious. We become anxious. So we entertain things that we attract longer than we should. So I wrote a book, The Top 10 Questions to Ask a Man, and I'm going to tweak the title of the book, The Top 10 Questions to Ask a Man before you decide whether or not you want him, before you even get to the 90 days that Steve Harvey was talking about. There are 10 questions that you should ask before you invest your time and invest your heart. And I think because we become anxious after 40, we tend to invest too quickly, judge too quickly, and not ask the right questions.
Hold that thought, because I want to go over those 10 questions. We got to take a station break. This is exciting. Hey, Michelle, I'm going to sit on the sideline mostly in this one.
And, no. You got to participate as a gentleman.
No. I will. But I'm enjoying this conversation right now. The enthusiasm that's in the room, whatever room that you are at. You see Dr. Renee, she bringing it. She going to tell you that's just how she do. That's just how she roll. That's how she roll. And if you want to be part of this conversation, All you have to do is go to the comments on the platform that you're watching us on, whether it's E36 Television, Transfer TV, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Rumble, and over 84 other platforms. All you have to do is go to that and go to the comments, ask any question that you might have. I promise you we'll get you an answer. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
1, 2, 1, 2. It's your life with Dr. James JC Cooley. Yeah. All right. Your life with Dr. James JC Cooley.
A Black Man's Point of View is the newest Amazon.com #1 release and bestseller book from author Dr. James J.C. Cooley, featuring the perspective from 11 other contributing authors. In A Black Man's Point of View, Dr. James Cooley unpacks his thoughts and personal experiences about the challenges, stereotypes, and feelings of self-worth that many black men face today due to a 400-year ancestry rooted in slavery and colonization. Yet, how so many black men move forward despite this history. Most importantly, A Black Man's Point of View conveys that all men, regardless of race, creed, or color, are capable of love, respect, and dignity. Described as a map to a greater life from the heart of a man who's experienced life's misfortune and harsh conditions, James shows us how beliefs, convictions, and a healthy mentality can help propel a life worth living. A must-read for all. Order your copy of A Black Man's Point of View by author Dr. James J.C. Cooley today from Amazon.com or wherever books are sold.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Cooley. Heart disease research saves lives. It's that simple. Thanks to medical advancements funded by the American Heart Association, more women are surviving heart attacks, strokes, and other cardiovascular diseases than ever before. But there's still so much work to do.
Hi, I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and I'm raising funds to support life-saving research because every heartbeat is worth fighting for. In honor of Women's History Month, please join me in support of the American Heart Association and women's health. Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you what, we got this absolutely fantastic guest on, and she knows she is loved, not just by me and Michelle, but look at all we got. So many comments coming your way, and most of them are coming from Black women who want more. I want them to continue to pile those things up, and whatever is on your mind, you got Dr. Renee here to take care of it. You know, one thing before we get back started, a lot of times we go through situations, trials and tribulation, divorce, all that, and we sit on the sideline. I was kind of like that, and I know Michelle gonna tell me shut up, but I was kind of like that for 11 years. I'm like, no, I ain't getting back in the game. But this beautiful woman in Lenox Mall, I thought she was a police or a cop because she followed me around everywhere I went
It's not
uh,
true.
when I was when I was there, and I'm like, okay, I can't call a cop on a cop.
James, stop. You know good well that it was not true. Honestly, just to sum it up, sometimes you meet someone when you least expect it, when you stop trying.
Okay, you put it in simplest terms, but I tell you, the women and guys that's on the sideline, you don't have to stay on the sideline. You want to be loved. They want to. You want to be loved. Everybody want to be loved. You know what? Listen to this great Dr. Renee Toppins and listen to the conversation and comment. Stop. If you got something you want to say it. I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Michelle.
Dr. Renee, so how can unresolved baggage from past relationships hurt your goal for experiencing something new? And sometimes people don't realize they have that baggage. They really don't. But how important is it to resolve that baggage before you put yourself out there?
It's extremely important. And if you don't, you are going to live the same relationship over and over and over because you're still the same person. And I want you to think of it as blood in the water and sharks. If you are still bleeding emotionally, if you are still bleeding from the trauma of your last relationship, you are going to attract sharks. You are going to attract men that see your vulnerability and take advantage of it. You are going to appear desperate, and predators and pilferers, right? And booty bandits, right? They can tell when you are desperate. They can tell when your self-esteem is low and when you are broken. So do not get back into the dating pool bleeding, or you will attract sharks. Know who you are, know what you want, and develop a dating strategy. That's what we don't have, Dr. Cooley. We don't have a dating strategy. We just, someone comes into our DMs and we just start talking to him, and we haven't had a date in 2 years. He asked us out and we just go out, having not established our alignment with our core values. And you can do that with 10 questions. You can do that in one conversation. You can shut it off, shut it down, and next, because we are over 40. We do not have time to waste time. Somebody type that in the chat. I do not have time to waste time. So being healed, one, knowing that you're not still that woman that got abused. You're not still that woman that was abandoned. You're not still that woman that was mistreated. If you got cheated on, it wasn't your fault. Cheating is a character flaw. And I know he made it think it was your fault, but you have to grow past that, discover who you are, and go back into the dating space, heal, whole, and not having a hole, HOLE, that you want somebody to fill, because they'll fill it with garbage, they'll fill it with debris, they'll fill it with words they don't mean. You have got to go back out there whole, WHOLE.
Wow. So you mentioned before the break, I'm going to put Dr. Cooley on there. What are the 10 questions you should ask a gentleman if put yourself out there? I'm bringing him back.
I'm sitting back here, uh, looking at the comments that these women are posting, and you're right, Jacqueline. You don't have time to be wasting your time on this. And everything that Dr. Renee is talking about is true. I believe that you have to get back in the game, but you have to refocus, and kind of push the weakness aside. I mean, because we all, flesh burns. I don't care what it is. Flesh burn. Everybody wants to be loved. And what Dr. Renee is talking about is we have to step back in the game slowly, not rush it. Otherwise, you're going to get burnt again. You're going to get burnt again. So, Dr. Renee, you talked about these 10 steps. Can't I want to hear them. I said I want to hear him.
Okay, so I actually have copies of the book, and I actually just put the book away. I had it at our last conference, and I had it on the table, and it's been out for a while. And I'm not going to give you all the questions, but I'm going to give you the main ones, right? And so the number one question, now before you can ask these questions, ladies, you have to know what you want so you can hear between the lines of what you don't want. If you want a committed relationship, then you have to know date one, date two, that he wants a committed relationship, that he is dating, leading towards a committed relationship. So the number one question you want to ask is, what are your relationship goals? How many of you have ever asked a man that? What are your relationship goals? Why are you dating? And so some men will say, "Oh, I'm just chilling," or "I'm just going to see where it goes," or "I'm just out here having a good time," or "I'm looking for the right one." Make him define the right one. Maybe the right one to him is somebody that will let him come and go as he pleases. Oh, somebody that won't, hinder me, won't hold me down. Or maybe worse, he'll say, I'm looking for somebody to hold me up, somebody that's got my back. He's looking for a financier, or he's looking for someone to take care of him. If you ask the right questions and you listen for the answers that are in alignment with who you are and what you want, it makes sense. Now, if you don't know who you are and you don't have your priorities in place, you will accept anything. Okay, say for instance, you're a woman of God and you put God first. If you put God first, then you need to ask a question of, tell me about your relationship with God. Just something as simple as, tell me about your relationship with God. Well, I don't believe in organized religion and I don't really believe in all of that. Then why have another conversation? So when your priorities are straight, you'll ask the right questions and make sure your priorities are in alignment. I'm talking about before you even go on a date and waste your time.
But you know what, Dr. Renee, I want to say something. You can ask those gentlemen those questions, and I'm going to bring back Dr. Cooley because he's going to take it from a male perspective when those questions are asked when a woman just meets a man, because we think differently. So
Okay.
my thing is,
what Michelle trying to do is
no.
ask me some of these questions.
No.
I know what she's trying to go to.
No. Wait a minute. So Dr. Renee, the thing is that some men lie. They will tell you what they want to hear to get what they want. I'm not saying all men are like that. I'm not saying that at all, because there are great men. And
No.
great men, but sometimes, men lie. So you can ask all those questions, all the right questions, but I believe that they could lie, but their actions will show the truth. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, we have a tagline for that. Words whisper lies, actions scream the truth. Words whisper lies, actions scream the truth. So say this gentleman says, I'm looking for a committed relationship, but then he's not consistent in his communication. He takes you out on a Saturday. You don't hear from him again till the following Sunday. Then it's a WID, a WIA. Can I come over and chill? That is not in alignment with his work. He is rushing to the physical because he does not want to take time to get to know you emotionally. So he is lying so he can tell you what you want to hear, so your guard will go down and he can get to physical intimacy before establishing emotional intimacy. If a man is not interested enough to establish emotional intimacy with you, then bounce.
Exactly, because he says he wants a committed relationship, but you know what? I prefer someone to be honest. You want a commitment relationship, that's true, but you got some people just dating 5, 6 different people. But at least let me know that up front, so I don't put my all into the expectation. But you're right. You have to know what you're looking for. And you need to read the writing on the wall.
I have a question for that too. I have a question for that will expose that.
Go ahead.
99% of the men that you meet are not single, but they define themselves as being single because they're not married. They're either in something, coming out of something, or they have some things in rotation. So the question that you ask is, are you single? If he says yes, you say, are you physically and emotionally single?
All
So
right. I'm gonna bring Dr. Cooley in, and he's gonna James get back here. So I'm gonna bring Dr. Cooley in. We're getting ready to go on.
I'm here
We're getting
because
ready to go on a break, and then
hold on. We're gonna extend this a little bit. You know,
I'm gonna go
because
backstage.
everything that Dr. Renee is saying is true. And as a guy, I just knew that I was not gonna get involved. And anybody that liked me, I'm talking about you hang out with them, chill out, do what you gotta do. But from an emotional perspective, it's like the minute that person even start liking me, I'm gonna have to let it go. Because you know it could pull you in to something that in your mind you don't want to do. And I can only say that about me for 11 years. And I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna be a gigolo or whatever you might want to call that. But that was no fun. So one of the things I tell the people that are watching this show right now, sometimes you have to do a refocusing of the mind, and you cannot let the flesh burn so much that you take anything, because you always gonna be in that situation if you willing to take anything just to, I mean, satisfy your needs. Uh, I'm just to satisfy, but I believe that you have to go out, investigate, ask these questions. We're gonna get back to those 10 questions when we get back. Dr. Renee ain't gonna let you off the hook, but I am so locked into this. This might require part two, because we might not be able to get to everything, you know. So, but don't always go with your physical side of things, because the physical side is going to lie to you.
absolutely.
And you're going to be hurt. I tell you what, with that, we're going to take a station break, but I can't wait. Michelle, I can't wait to get back. But this is going to be a long commercial, but I tell you what, you want to be part of this conversation, all you have to do is go to the platform that you're watching us on, that's in the questions that you might have. I promise you we'll get you an answer. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
Are y'all ready? It's about that time for the It's Your Life show. Dr. James JC Cooley. That's right. It's your life. Cooley. Dr. J.
We have arrived at prison house. And I'll tell you what, it's beautiful out here. The water is so clear. The beach, I am excited. I will keep you informed. This is wonderful. Zanzibar.
Yeah,
Get over here, Randy.
I see why people say you haven't traveled until you've been to Zanzibar. I get it, man. I totally understand. We about to have some fun.
1, 2. It's your life with Dr. JC Cooley. Yeah. All right. Your life with Dr. JC Cooley.
Oh, they caught me again. They, I kind of get excited sometimes when I'm on the show, especially when we're talking this type of topic. And Valentine's Day is right around the corner, but it's not all about every day should be Valentine's Day. Every day, Michelle, is every day Valentine's Day with me and you?
Yeah, every day should be Valentine's Day. It sounds like a cliche, people say, but
what I'm trying to say is Valentine's Day is everybody, especially that day. That's the world has been. You and your love or whoever that is, candy, all that. That should happen every day, or it's especially if you open up your mind and your heart, and you refocus the mind. And not just focus on the want. The want. I want this. I want that. I want that. And the need is involved. The needs, in my opinion, if you're looking for a meaningful relationship, sometimes, even though you burning, the flesh is burning. I need this. I need a man right now. I need a woman right now. I need this, and I don't care. And if you just got out of a relationship or been out of a relationship, and you jump into a relationship where it's meaningless, because men, I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Michelle, in a minute. Men and women both are dogs, or however you want to say it. A man focus, he gonna get, and don't care. A woman cares, in my opinion. They want somebody that's gonna love them, just like you said, Dr. Renee, for the rest of their lives, and not have to worry about it and share everything. When you share everything, and you know that sharing is coming back to you, it's easy to love, and it's a lot of things and I'm gonna let you go into this one because you're talking about your 10, 12 rules. I think you got about 50 of them. Yeah, so,
100.
well, you know what?
I said my two cents. I'm gonna turn it back over.
No. You got to stay, Doctor. You got to stay, James. You got to stay. And the reason I say is, Dr. Renee was talking about, the questions that that a woman should ask a man when they first go out. But I want to get your perspective as a male and have Dr. Renee comment on that regarding some of the questions, about, she mentioned kind of relationship you're looking for, your faith, your church, or what your relationship with God, and other questions that she said that a woman should ask a man. From your perspective as a man, how do you think that would go over? And let's just be honest. I'm not saying everyone thinks that like you, but from your friends, etc., and realistically, and just have that conversation with Dr. Toppin, how would that go over?
But you didn't ask me no question.
I did ask you the question. Those questions that Dr. Renee said that a woman, Dr. Renee, can you give me some of the questions that a woman should ask a man when they first go out, and we'll have Dr. Cooley respond?
I sure will. Dr. Cooley, what are your relationship goals? We're having coffee at the coffee shop, and we just met and we've done the small talk. What do you do for a living? What do you do for fun? And then I say, well, I'm really busy. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm dating with the intention of finding a long-term relationship. So, James, what are your relationship goals?
Let me ask you something. Is this the first date? Or is this because normally doing the first date, coffee, all that.
I'm 63. This is the first date. What are your relationship goals? Come on. Chop, chop.
My relationship goal initially, just like I mentioned to you all, initially my relationship goal was just to, hook up, no intentions of ever even locking in those things. That's
But
why
how
I
would
asked
you answer me? You wouldn't tell me that. You would
I
not
would
say
say my
that.
relationship goal is to find a woman that I trust, that trusts me, that I can grow with, that I can be with, that could share her honest opinions, and I can share mine with her, with the potential of maybe one day creating a solid cohesiveness where we can grow together and become one.
Are you in that season now? Are you open to that type of relationship now, where you are emotionally and where you
I,
are in life?
I am in that season right now. I'm always looking. I'm always observing. I'm always seeing whether that's going to come across. But from a spiritual perspective, I'm a God-fearing man, and God will point out uh, who He think is your mate. Um, God will point that out, but a woman choose. So a woman had to really impress me and come up and let me know that, hey, I'm that person. And they don't know right away, but once they get an opportunity to understand your finance, your personality, where you cuss all the time, all this other type of stuff, a woman will, in my opinion, I can just only go by what um, I went through prior to me meeting Michelle. Uh, they have to demonstrate, and I have to demonstrate honesty, integrity, and ethics. So I am looking for a woman that possesses all three of those qualities: honesty, integrity, and ethics, meaning that if we're in a relationship, a true relationship, we have grown, they always be honest with me. I have to always be honest with you. Integrity is, hey, you do the same thing every time.
Mhm.
Ethics is ethical rules. And so those three things were the most important things to me when it's dating, because I said I'm never going to find nobody that's going to meet those three qualities.
Now,
Uh,
James, real question. The questions that Dr. Renee said, that a woman should ask a man, first date, whatever.
uh,
Do you see that? Do you see some men may be turned off by that?
well,
Or
I
what's
would
your,
be I would be totally turned off. I'll be running the other way. I
why?
mean,
Why?
because my mindset was not there like that at that time. My mindset was like, I kind of like what I see. Uh, she taught well. She said all this, and now what are your goals on the
Not
first date?
like that. Not like
No, hold on.
that.
Well, let me finish. What are your goals? To get out this restaurant?
Now you just saved me. You just saved me. A second, third date in another conversation. Because seriously, if we've had enough conversations on the phone, you were attracted to Dr. Cooley, from what I understand of your story, on the phone before you guys even met. So you had already established that connection, right? So I'm not talking. I've already talked to you on the phone. We already got to feel you are interested. And if you are truly emotionally attached to me, Dr. Cooley, you will not mind those questions. A man that is not is going to run out the coffee shop and leave me with the check. But if you are already emotionally attracted to me, you are not going to want to lose the opportunity to be in my presence. You're going to want to answer those questions. And a man who doesn't is not the man for me. And it's not an interrogation. It's not an inquisition. It is just a conversation to make sure that we are in alignment so that we don't waste each other's time. Now, I want to ask you a question, Dr. Cooley. I'm the interviewer. It's your life with Dr. James Cooley. When you met Dr. Michelle, were you ready or did she make you ready because of who she was?
She made me ready over a period of time.
Right. And if she had asked you that question after you were already emotionally attracted to her over the phone conversation, if she had asked you that question, you would have gladly answered it.
At that point, yes, but after her stalking me for all that time.
James, stop telling that story. You know that is not true.
No, but
wait a minute, we got to take a break, and we got
to take a break because we got to come back to this. This is too good. This is too good not to do this. I tell you what, whichever platform that you're watching us on, if you want to be part of this conversation, all you have to do is just go to that platform, ask any question that you might have. I promise you we'll get you an answer. Right. It's your life. And also check out this commercial because what Dr. Renee is talking about is time. You got to have time will pass by. And you still grieving over certain things that happened 4 or 5 years ago. Next thing you know, time done bypassed you. So here we go.
With Dr. James J.C. Cooley. That's right. It's Dr. James J.C. Cooley. It's your life show. Yeah. Dr. James J.C. Cooley.
So welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and you know, I'm tickled pink. I'm sitting back listening to this conversation, and it's true. I'm talking about everything that's being discussed is true, and we sometimes get caught up in yesterday. Oh, it was horrible divorce. It was horrible. They left. They did this and all that. And that. I'm never gonna do this again. And we sit on the sideline 2, 3, 4, 5 years or forever. I said, get over it. And you know what? Remember what happened yesterday, but don't live it. Live the present and prepare for tomorrow. Everybody needs a mate, in my opinion. I mean, Michelle, that's God sent all the way. But before I get back into this discussion, I'll tell you. You probably saw a couple of the commercials as the king, a gunner, which I'm one of the kings, a gunner, and I want to invite one day black women who want more to come hang out with us, Michelle and I, in the kingdom, and just enjoy that because it's to me I don't know how to explain it. I can just tell you the realness of being a king is unbelievable, and it's true. I mean, and Michelle will be crowned queen February the 14th of the whole kingdom, so she will sit on my side. And Renee, just like I told you, we're gonna have to get black women that want more over in Ghana. They'll come and hang out with me and the other royalties that are there. But I want to put that out. That's important to have support, and also we have sisters from the United States that probably ain't never been to Africa or don't know what that is, but they would truly understand that they are queens, that they need to be loved, that need to be taken care of. So with that being said, I'm gonna let that go. Information will be coming out, Renee, within the next week about an installment and Michelle coronation. And look at the queen right there. Look at don't she look like a queen?
Absolutely, Her Royal Highness. Come back in here, Her Royal Highness. Do I curtsy? Now you have to tell us what to do in Dallas. Do we curtsy? Can we shake your hand? Are we allowed to touch you? Can we hug you?
Yeah, Dallas graduation is gonna be great. Michelle and I will both already be blessed by the highest powers in Africa. Um, JC, Dr. Cooley, whatever, until we get ready for the dinner thing, and Michelle and I will both be in raw gear. So right now, I mean, nothing changed anything. But let's get back to a black woman that want more. And let's get back to dating. Let's get back to Cupid. Let's get back to love. So,
Yeah.
Dr. Renee, you got it.
Go ahead, Doctor. Hey, Dr. Renee.
Yeah, can we talk about physical intimacy for a minute? Now, I'm going to be very, very discreet. I don't know who's listening. There may be some children that are out of school. So I'm going to be very
I'm down. I'm all for it.
But I have to say that, ladies, men lead with the physical and we lead with the emotional. It's the way that God made us. And when you have intimacy too soon because you have been seduced by words that don't mean anything, because there's no corresponding action, you create a pseudo false intimacy. That physicality, that's what I'll call it, creates a false sense of intimacy for you because it's physiological. Your body is going to release oxytocin, which stays in your body for days. That is a bonding hormone. His body 1 hour, which is why he can disconnect and disappear, and you are crouching behind bushes, busting windows out of cars, seeing him post up with some other woman on social media, thought he was single, but you never asked. You never ask. And men make us intimidated to ask the questions. Now, a man will be in your DM asking you the not allowed to ask him if he's physically single. No. No. You, if he can ask you what is your favorite position, you can ask him, are you physically single? How many other women have you asked that question to this week? And who are you involved in? And I need to know before I make a decision to become involved with you on the same level. Men don't like that conversation. They reject that conversation. They run, let them run, right? You run the opposite direction.
Well, and you know what? I love that. I love that, Dr. Renee. And you said something in the first segment. I think we're going to the second segment when the questions asked a man, are you single? To me, and this is me, single means you're not married, period. Some people think single means, oh, I'm separated. We're in the process of divorcing. You're still married. You're still legally married. You're not single. And I like when people play with words like that. I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's like, you are still single. I don't care if you've been separated for 5 years, 10 years, a month or two. You are still legally married. And depending on what type of relationship a woman is looking for, that's never going to lead anything. So what are your thoughts on, kind of probing a woman over 40, who's looking for something permanent? What are your thoughts on her just kind of probing into the response they're getting?
Hold on, Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
We only got 1 minute.
Oh, go ahead. Just quick, Renee.
So, hey, Renee.
Quick, don't leave.
Hey, Renee, we got to do part 2 on this one, if you got time. We had to do part 2. So, Renee, first of all, tell people about women. 1 minute less, Black women who want more, and just give a quick 10 seconds thing on what we're talking about today, and we'll follow up with another show. You got my word. You got my word. And that will be on me. It will be on me. Right?
Okay. All right, we're going to do it. Listen, ladies, if you're listening and you're ready to walk in your purpose, you are ready to polish your skills, operate in the gift that God gave you, I want you to go to bwwwmacademy.com. Those are our initials, the letter B, 3 W's, and an M, academy.com, where Black women are spiritually grounded, emotionally stable, physically fit, financially poised, intellectually enlightened, politically conscious, and socially gracious, because you deserve more.
Wow. You know what? We're completely out of time right now. Dr. Renee, you're going to be hosting my show. We're going to be doing a lot of things together. If a lot of you women want to come on the show, especially during the time that Michelle and I are in Africa, you got it. You already know that. Let them come out and talk about their product, whatever they're doing, but Black women that want more. I'd like to thank you, Dr. Renee, for taking the time to come on the show today and yesterday as well. In case they missed the show yesterday, they need to go back and watch it. I'd like to thank Dr. Cooley for always putting together an absolutely fantastic show. Always. Most importantly, I'd like to thank my producers at the radio station, television, and all that, for always believing in us. And I'd like to thank viewers for tuning into the James Cooley Show Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Always, always, always dream big, think big, and be big. We'll be back Monday, same time, same place. It's your life. We'll see you then.
Dr. James, JC, Cooley.